I had a pre-roll and I'm still going to talk about the thing that I was going to talk about, but this just happened and I feel like I need to say something about it. So we got a Chinese food for dinner from our favorite place nearby. And obviously you get Chinese food, you get fortune cookies. That's kind of what the bit. That's what happens.
Yeah. I love how you said it's the bit. It's the whole thing.
It's the bit. And Chelsea's gluten intolerant, so she can't have gluten. So she usually just will give me the fortune cookies. But lately she's been like, I want one of them so that I can crack it open and get my fortune. And it's like, it's not how it works. You have to eat it. That's just Chinese food math. Yeah. It's like you have to eat it, but whatever. So I grabbed the fortune cookies from the table as I was coming in here. And I'm walking away. She goes, wait, I want one so I can look at my fortune. And I said, okay. So I go to throw it at her and I miss wildly. And instead direct target hit my cat on his forehead.
Hell yeah.
And he runs away and hides under his little cat tower.
Oh shit.
And because he's my beautiful little moron, he accepted my apology immediately. But
of course, I love that.
But hold on.
Oh,
let's get some Foley work here.
Ooh, a little ASMR.
A little ASMR. Get a little. See if I can get the crack there. Ooh,
this is satisfying.
It is satisfying.
Oh, down the hatch.
My fortune. Huh. Interesting. Your hobby will teach you the importance of balance in life.
Which one? Because I don't know if podcasting has ever taught the balance of anything.
No, probably not. I do have another hobby, though. I talked about my book at the end of the last episode and how I've got the new cover and stuff and my new Not Dead name on it and stuff, which is very cool.
Hell yeah.
So that's available.
With the artist.
Yeah, an actual artist. With a friend of mine worked with him and kind of went to school with him and linked me up, and it was very very reasonably priced, very good work, and I'm very happy about it. And it's got LD Wright on it, which is my new writer name.
I love it.
I'm very excited.
I love the Lily lore that is now between two podcasts.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of funny for me because there's tons of people that listen to this that don't listen to that.
Yeah,
and would have no idea. And
about what?
Like just some of the things that that you guys talk about on there.
Oh yeah.
But I also love like the, I think it was maybe, was it 11 chapters, 10 and 11, where you actually talked about Adam and Lily at the Disco for a little bit because Johnny wrote in and talked about gamer zaddies. So it was like really just a full on fucking, what is this, a crossover episode?
Yeah, big crossover vibes. Yeah, for sure.
There was a lot, but I mean, I kind of like had to sit back and laugh because also the funny thing there is for the dear listeners, it's not like I'm regarded highly on that podcast, but maybe it's not as harsh as it can be on here sometimes, which we
did talk about how big of a psychopath you are for platinuming that fucking game.
Oh, that's fine. Did you talk about that in an episode that I haven't made to yet?
Maybe. I'm not sure which one we talked about, but we definitely did talk about it.
That's fine. I'm on the I'm on 14, 15. So I don't, if you talked about it on 16, I've tried to make it a rule for myself because obviously I've listened to your voice a lot. Yeah. A lot.
Yeah.
And I do love you, but I try to not listen to 6 hours of your voice and then come in to do this podcast.
Mm-hmm. That's transphobic. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I guess that is. Well, son of a bitch. You're right.
Son of a bitch. God damn it. Let's cut it there. You said you're right. No, we're done. Cue the podcast. Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to Adam and Lily at the Disco. It is a podcast about Panic at the Disco, but not for much longer. If you can even believe it. Welcome in. Come on in. Take a seat. Don't forget to close the goddamn door. I am Lily.
I'm Adam.
There he is. Took him a second, but he's there. He always shows up eventually. Unfortunately.
Well, I'm distracted today.
Why?
Because minutes before we were supposed to record this podcast, I told you I had to call
You had to
Elliot.
call Elliot. Fucking little bitch himself. Is he okay, or is this something we can laugh at, or is this like...
Yeah, it's probably something we could laugh at.
Okay.
I'm not okay. I'm sure Elliot's semi not okay. So today, irregularly enough, we're recording on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And to really date the day, it's August 28th.
Sure.
So tomorrow, being Friday, August 29th,
that's usually what happens, yeah.
There's an All-American Rejects concert that we're going to.
Right.
Until we're fucking not.
Huh?
Because minutes before we were supposed to jump on, another pair of my friends that were going, oddly enough, I have multiple friends. It's strange to say that.
That's weird. Don't like
did
that.
Send us a screenshot of the Facebook event that says this concert now does not take place until March 14th, 2026.
Huh?
Postponed, baby.
Why?
Well, I went through all of the stages.
Mm-hmm.
Denial, of course, because I went to the Kansas Star webpage, which is the casino down here.
Mm-hmm.
And it still shows tomorrow as the date.
Mm-hmm.
Their tour page still shows tomorrow as the date. But when you go to buy tickets, when you buy the tickets, it still says March 14th, the new date.
Yeah.
So anger set in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because, Elliot was going to come down and blah, blah, blah. And then I called the box office and said, is there a concert that was canceled tomorrow? And the nice little Kansas lady said, yes, it has been. It hasn't been canceled. It has been postponed. That's the same in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the band members has fallen ill. Which all I can think of when you have a band like an All-American Rejects doing what they're doing of house shows and concert after concert and signing after signing, yeah, you're probably going to get sick. I get that you love your fans, but when you're doing a tour, maybe take a day or 5 between some of this nonsense.
So you're blaming this on their dedication.
Absolutely. They're too into the fans that they have now had to let some fans down.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so I had to call Elliot because he, like I said, he was going to take a half day. I had planned on taking a half day. I'm like, hey, not happening for 6 months, 7 months from now. But
I'm assuming they're honoring the tickets or offering refunds.
Yeah, so funny enough, I have not even gotten a fucking email from Ticketmaster saying shit. Which usually they'll be like, hey, your tickets got bumped. You can either hold them or we'll refund you. And I mean,
they didn't give you a shit about fuck because it's fucking Ticketmaster.
I did forget though too that like Ticketmaster now has to honor their price, right? Like they have to show you the price of ticket and service fee. So I was
show you the price of ticket and master.
Yes. Well, shit. And because we got like floor seats, they're kind of in the back because there's like a group of people that I kind of don't want to just be in like a group of people. And then there's like in the last couple of rows of the floor, it's funny because it's like a diagonal line of like 2 seats, our 3 seats, 2 seats, 2 seats, just like 4 rows, all one by one.
Sure.
So I guess that's canceled. My Saturday plan of we'll be going to, I'll dox myself because this will be out long after. We're going to Tulsa
I'm
for the
releasing it. I'm releasing it tonight. Sorry.
Tulsa for the punk rock flea market. So at least I think there's like a
Oh.
rotation of 5 or 6 bands that are going to be playing throughout the day. Like no major bands, just Tulsa bands, but like they'll be playing throughout the day
So
while you walk
it's like
about
you
and
go,
shop.
you shop, and they're just playing music.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool idea.
Yeah. The same friends that sent us this, or like that the concert was postponed, they've got a Airbnb, so we'll go down there and we'll drive to their house way too early in the morning to go down and drive 2.5, 3 hours to Tulsa on a lovely Saturday morning.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool.
I love it.
Cool.
So in the history of this podcast, I feel like I've had 2 concerts that have canceled like the day before. And I feel like we've basically recorded around the same time. So that's great. So, it's if I had a nickel for every time, I'd have 2 nickels, but it's weird that it happened twice kind of thing.
Yeah, big that vibe. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah, I
but,
appreciate it. We feel it.
Yeah.
Like I said, like we've wanted to see them since basically we got together and went to go see Panic at the Disco the first time, an allusion to what we're talking about today. And Panic at the Disco was on the south side of Oklahoma City, and All American Rejects was on the north side of Oklahoma City. And we didn't even realize until we went to Frontier City where the All American Rejects was performing, and we were there 12 hours before they would have played. Frontier City's a lovely little theme park in Oklahoma City.
Cute.
It's not really lovely, but it's
but it is serviceable. In fact in Oklahoma City. So.
Yes.
Well, that's an unfortunate thing, but what's not unfortunate, or maybe it is depending on how you feel about these albums, is that we are here for what is ostensibly the final episode of season 7 of Adam and Lily at the Disco. Woof. Which is kind of crazy because the ranking is going to be officially our season 8.
Yes.
And we're talking about live albums today, but before we do, we have a few things to talk about. And when I say things to talk about, I mean comments and emails. We have a couple of comments. We have an email, and we're going to read them for you right now, starting with Neon and Caitlin Taylor, who says, "Hello, I've been summoned and I have plans to be at When We Were Young 2025. Convinced my family to join me in Vegas, but not the festival. I wasn't given the title, but I'm volunteering to be an on-the-ground reporter / journalist for Panic at When We Were Young for the pod. You're welcome for the sacrifice." Well, Caitlin, thank you for the sacrifice. We'll accept that declaration of service. Thank you for your
Caitlin
service.
Walking the beat for the podcast.
Walking the beat for the podcast. Let's go. We've also got a comment on Just a Simple Sponge from Lotus, who starts this comment with, "This song is almost as bad as High Hopes."
Wrong.
Hero Is My Middle Name would be a mediocre song if it wasn't for Ethan Slater's annoying voice. So I assume that means that Lotus thinks that it's a bad song because of Ethan Slater's annoying voice, which I get. Also, while I was looking up this song on Spotify, I found 2 slime tutorials of this musical as video podcasts, and it reminded me that I knew this guy on Tumblr a few years ago who filmed and sold bootlegs, and this musical was his whole aesthetic. LMAO. I don't know what any of that means. Thank you, Lotus.
No, that was a lot of things said that I don't fucking know.
Yeah. We've also got an email with the subject line SpongeBob in all caps from Danny, not Annie. It's Danny. "Friends, pals, homies, lend me your ears. You don't even know how excited I was to hear you talk about the SpongeBob SquarePants musical. I've been obsessed with the yellow sponge since the premiere in 1999 when I was 4 years old. It shaped my humor so much, my friends and I still quote it to this day. I remember when the creator Steven Hillenburg passed, it broke my soul. When I saw the SpongeBob musical for the first time on TV, it gave me so many feels. I think all the songs are great, although I would have loved if they used more songs from the TV show. Listen to the soundtrack for months after, and it's kick-ass. I will also be watching the Beatles. I will be watching all of the Beatles movies. Ringo's cool as hell, and I love him.
I
Soak your
hope
fucking
somewhere
head.
there's a rug pull.
Nope, that's the end of the email. That's the end of, okay, you know what? More power to you, Danny. Soak your fucking head, Adam. Keep being cool, Lily. Thanks, Danny. I will.
P.S. fucking psych, because that's what that needs.
Nope. No psych.
Ugh. God damn it, Danny.
No psych. Don't be mean to Danny. Don't be
Also
mean to Danny.
4 years old in 1999, so I think me being mean just feels like bullying and hazing at this point, so you might be right.
How old was I in 1999? I was 7.
I was 9.
Yeah, well.
That is the convenience of having like a 1990 birthday. I will never forget how old I am until I'm old enough to forget how old I am.
Sure. Well, as I said, we are talking about live albums today. I don't know if it'll be a long one, but we're talking about live albums, some of our live experiences with Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
But we'll start. I want to start
at the start.
No, I want to start at the end.
Oh,
so I want to go backwards in time because I want to talk about this horrid shit, and then
we have to go back
on to something that I liked way better. All right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start with All My Friends Were Glorious, Death of a Bachelor tour live, which I went to this tour. I don't remember him sounding like that. Could be wrong. But yeah, so this was the official album tour for Death of a Bachelor. And I saw them in Columbus.
Sure.
In March, and I remember it was March because it was like 2-3 months before I moved to Seattle. So it was like a last hurrah. And they were accompanied by Mr. Wives and Saint Motel, which is why I like Mr. Wives and Saint Motel. It's the first time I ever saw them live. And I've seen both of them live a couple other times since. They're very good. The Death of a Bachelor tour was a concert tour by Panic at the Disco in support of the group's 5th studio album, Death of a Bachelor. Tour began in Uncasville at the Mohegan Sun Arena on February 24th, 2017, and concluded April 15th, 2017 in Sunrise at BB&T Center. Adding gross estimates from the concerts yet to be reported, the overall box office take was about $17 million when the tour closed. About 350,000 fans saw the Death of a Bachelor tour during its run. I was one of them. They did the arena tour announcement in 2017 alongside the release of the LA Devotee music video, when they announced that Mr. Wives and Saint Motel would be opening acts. The album itself, the live album, was, let me see. I had it here somewhere. It was recorded at the Amway Center in Orlando, Florida in April 2017. So they, let me see, when was that? Oh, it was a second to last show, so that might explain why he sounded like that.
He's tired.
He was tired. But yeah, so that's the Death of a Bachelor tour. How many times have you seen Panic? I feel like we've talked about this. We mentioned it. I've famously seen I've been on all of Jesus fucking Christ. I've been to a tour that was in support of at least all of their albums except for Viva, and then I saw them one additional time at a local like radio station, like quote festival.
Gotcha.
During Christmas. So how many have you been?
Yeah, ours was just 2. We had the Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die tour and the Pray for the Wicked tour.
Okay, so none of the live albums we're talking about.
Nope.
That's okay. So yeah, so again, I said this was the tour that I went on for Death of a Bachelor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember him sounding like that, but whatever.
Like
Um,
it's strange too because even on the Pray for the Wicked tour, like he did and he didn't. But I
yeah,
think like the problem here is I think he overdid it for the
hmm
recording, which just doesn't feel good.
yeah. I well, so let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Adam. Hey, Adam.
Oh, I get
I get either. It's like it's just from the first beat, right?
yeah,
So we'll kind of I've taken some notes and we'll kind of go through track by track. There were 21 songs here. And it opens up with "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time," and it kind of
yeah.
starts out fun. There's like some like radio static, like a radio frequency changing kind of like introduction. And then "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time" starts, and then he starts singing. Um, he sounds drunk,
Yeah,
which I guess would fit with the themes of "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time," but like it's not like he doesn't sound good.
no, no, and I mean like
Um,
it's not helped by the fact that it's "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time" as an opener, which I think really is kind of a choice.
hmm,
I kind of feel like that's maybe a 2 or 3 song in kind of thing. I'm not gonna like assess the whole fucking. I'm not gonna try and reorganize the whole set list here.
yeah, I
I
have no
just think
idea.
that like "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time" is a really weird way to get into it. I think like you want to get a few songs in and then like do this as a vibe check or a vibe change
Yeah.
where it's like, hey, we've had these other little fun songs, but let's really get into it now.
But I'm like looking at his track list here, and like I don't know what of these songs I would start with.
No, like there's really nothing. I can't say there's really anything better
Yeah.
because it's like strange because their fucking discography just became so diverse because looking at what's next, like you don't open with that, but you also don't
Yeah.
open with what's after that. But
I
you
don't know. I
have to
guess
play
like
"Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time."
yeah. I guess like Hallelujah could have been a good opener, but it's the only one that I could see being like good to open because he closed with Victorious, which makes sense.
Yeah,
But I don't know. Maybe like Hallelujah. I don't know. I don't know. Um, but yeah, so he does not sound good. His high pitched falsetto is not great, and
no,
he does this thing, and I'll bring it up specifically later when I kind of noticed it. But he does this thing where he does it in every single song,
yeah. Why?
and it's including the old ones, and it's so fucking frustrating. There's one time that it works, and it's in a and I'll bring it up when we get to it. It's weird that I think it works in this, but otherwise, it's just like, bro, chill the fuck out. And again, I don't remember him sounding like this, and I was like towards the beginning, so and this was second to last, so maybe he was just tired and he was just over it and ready to be done, and that's why. I don't know. I feel like you would want to record a live album like right at the top of the like 5 shows in, so you get the wiggles out and like you're locked in, right? That would be
Right.
my idea or
Yeah.
ideal. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Um,
like too close to the end kind of makes it seem like more of a victory run. So you're going to just do anything and everything that you feel like you can get away with,
yeah, I
which
guess.
again, like can work as a disservice.
Yeah, yeah. We move on to LA Devotee after that, which also sounds really bad. I
It
don't know why he
does.
sounds so bad.
Like he kind of
Um,
doubled down on trying to sing low, which
yeah,
feels really weird coming after "Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time."
yeah,
Like really not passing the vibe check here
no,
on order of events. Like it's weird because I do like LA Devotee. I do like really the way on the studio album that it sounds like ignoring the oddness of LA Devotee.
yeah.
But
I don't know.
like
It's just
it's still I don't know, like it's still a pretty cool Brendan Urie voice song, and he cannot do that here. It's
yeah,
almost like he just drops all control.
yeah. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's not good. We then move into Ready to Go, Get Me Out My Mind.
Yep.
And it starts with this like weird, like chopped and screwed remixed intro, which I did not like. And I
No.
remember not digging it when he did it at my show either. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So that wasn't so great. The song was fine. His diva screech in this one is one of the worst ones.
It truly is. It does not feel good to do the words "ready to go" with that at all.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Heartbreaking moment, real quick. My Google Maps told me what time I should have left tomorrow for a concert.
Oh God, what time?
Salt in the wound. 6:25 is when I would have been leaving. So about this time
Man.
tomorrow.
Oof. Dang.
Damn.
Sorry. Yeah. So we move from Ready to Go. So obviously Ready to Go is a Vices song, which is for him to play an old song this early is kind of interesting, but okay. We move into Golden Days, which this one is the first one where it's just like, oh, he sounds kind of decent. And his falsetto through the song isn't too bad. But then again, at the end, he hits that fucking and it's just like, this is when I was like, oh, he's doing this every time, huh? And that's when I was like, oh, I'm in for a rocky roller coaster ride here.
It's so strange to just do that where it doesn't belong. Like, if it doesn't feel good to the listener, I don't know how it feels good to the performer. And I get that there's a lot of people out there who likely feel like the opposite view that we share. But when it's a lot, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't feel good or taste good, so it must stay yours. Thank you.
Yeah. Like I mentioned before, like that feeling where you're kind of just driving along in the car singing one of these songs and it gets to that moment where it's just like, no, Brendan, you take it. Well, here it's like your favorite moments of the song that you would love to sing normally.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thinking about moments of songs you'd love to hear normally, he goes into a Fever You Can't Sweat Out medley after this, which sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And one thing, and this I did notice when I remember this, is that like it's not a smooth medley. The transitions are not good from song to song. And it's only like 3 songs.
Yeah, like this is also where that little drunken thing that you had talked about comes through.
Yeah.
Because he just really slurs his way into the next song. Like he literally just like comes out of nowhere with bullshit and it doesn't feel good. I've wanted to like this thing because, right, like it's a fever. You can't sweat out, but
it's not good. It's not a good
medley. It feels like a shitty tribute. Like you could have offered a lot of these songs their own moment.
Yeah. That Fever medley goes into Hallelujah. I actually really, really like the prominence of the horns in this version of it. The horns sound really good. That's about the only thing I like about it. And then this is when I noticed those weird, like in between songs, they'll occasionally do these like weird, like out of place transitional pieces that aren't songs. They're just like musical interstitials that lead into the next song. And they're very like weird and inappropriate and out of place. This one fucking sucks. It's a mashup of 9 in the Afternoon and Somebody to Love by Queen.
Yeah.
And it's like, who thought about doing this? Fire them. It's probably Brendan. Fire Brendan. He fired himself a couple years ago. But it's not it. Goes into 9 in the Afternoon, whatever. I'm kind of like rolling through like as I take notes. If you have a specific note or like a thing about, just stop me and bring it up. That's totally cool.
I mean, some of this is just so lackluster where it just tries to be like wrapped in like a good little candy wrapper, and you open it and you just realize that it's a mint and you're like, okay.
So didn't really like that. Goes into Miss Jackson, which I was vibing with Miss Jackson for a while.
Yeah.
And then every time I kind of start vibing to a song while listening to this album, he does the fucking pterodactyl screech, the
Yeah.
fucking like, and he goes like high pitch, and all the little teeny boppers in the audience start cheering and screaming, and it's just like, quit encouraging him, it sucks.
Right.
Just takes me completely out of the vibe. So Miss Jackson got ruined for me like halfway through. But even most unforgivable, because this did not happen at my show. I remember really loving this at my show. This is gospel does not sound good.
No.
And that breaks my fucking heart because I like it just like, because obviously I love that song. He played it great at my show. I remember it being really good and enjoying it a lot. This sounds really bad. He like, yeah, I don't know. It's just really not good.
Yeah.
Sorry, one last thing. The only note that I have taken down for This Is Gospel on my notes is brother, So
I do appreciate that it is the piano version still.
yeah. He did the piano version.
One saving grace, and I'm sure that he initiated it at this, but like the floating piano is a cool effect when you see it.
Yeah, he did the floating piano for this show, and then he did the. Did he do the pillar? No, he did the pillar for this show and the floating piano at the Pray for the Wicked tour.
Okay, gotcha.
Do you remember the pillar or the floating piano?
I remember a floating piano, but
okay, then he did the pillar at this. He did the pillar at this tour, yeah. So that's how I know it was. I remember liking it a lot because, it was just really beautiful. The spotlight and the flakes falling down and stuff like that. And he did really good at my show, but this is just like, bro, that's really unfortunate and what have you. Let's see. From This Is Gospel, we move into Death of a Bachelor.
So dumb.
So dumb, so bad. The only thing that I remember specifically was him. This is like the part of the show, and he did this at my show too, where he like walks around and like hugs and like meets and greets like people in the crowd while he's singing. And the one thing I took away was that during the breakdown, that part, he says, "Give me that funk, horny boys."
Yeah.
We're just like, all right, bro. And then he tries to hit that really high pitched note towards the end, and he like runs out of breath because he's been walking around, and he cuts it off really early to get back into the chorus. And it's just like, just don't do it if it's gonna give you that much trouble.
Yeah, I mean, and like, don't forget during the breakdown of like the fucking Rick and Morty thing, like, show me what you got.
Like, yeah, that's so fucking weird.
Here?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. It's incredibly strange. And then at the end, he's like, "Hey, good hugs." It's like, bro, shut up. Sing music. Yeah. Go away. Moves into the Ballad of Mona Lisa. That was fine. I didn't have too many things to say about that one. Unsurprisingly, after Ballad of Mona Lisa, the only truly good song so far is Moving Out, the cover of Moving Out by Billy Joel. I really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't really have any notes. It's just really good.
No, it's a surprise, like, really, that this came, because I had never heard it or even knew of it before I listened to this. So listening to this album, I was like, oh shit, that's nice. Yeah.
Wait, you didn't know that he covered it, or you didn't know that it was a song?
No, I didn't know that he covered it, like, at all.
I was going to say, bruh.
Right, yeah. I've never heard of Billy Joel before this. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I just was not prepared, and I guess I didn't look at maybe the back of the CD, but nice little shocker. Because for some fucking reason, we did buy this.
Yeah. So Moving Out was great. Moving Out moves into Emperor's New Clothes, about what you expected from how he's singing and what the song is. Nicotine, I didn't have any notes about Nicotine. I think it was probably fine. For a song that I don't really like, Nicotine was fine.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I really like Crazy Equals Genius. I was not expecting it to be good. The note I have here is somehow fine. I thought it was good.
I think like the flourish that he can do live does kind of amplify this song a little bit.
Yeah,
because he
100%.
is going and giving it 110%, and that does help with a song like Crazy Equals Genius.
Yeah.
He still kind of just can't hit that low thing.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that's
so
what's,
weird.
yeah.
Yeah. We go into Let's Kill Tonight. Fine. Didn't have anything egregious about it. Girls Goes Boys, the Bye song. It's fine. It's Girls Goes Boys. He has a speech at the end about like equality and like loving everybody and the flag and everything like that. And he says his colors, which is really proud of him for that. Um, and, and then goes into what I think is the best part of the album, his cover of Bohemian Rhapsody. Which is like, where the fuck was this charisma and energy on the fucking studio version?
Yeah, it's so
Again,
depressing.
we talked about it when we covered the song, but it's just like, this is the Brendan we needed on that fucking studio version because this was great.
Yeah. Like, my only wonder anymore is really if, the movie company themselves were like, we know that you can do this really good, but for
We
our
want
album,
it
what if it
straight play.
sucks? Like, it's so depressing.
If they just wanted it straight played, they already had the original on the album.
Right.
So why not just stick with that if you want a fucking straight played Bohemian Rhapsody cover? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know what the deal was.
Like, I don't know when they started doing this, but this was at the Too Weird tour, and I fucking remember it, like, just the entire crowd loving it.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, it was.
It
It was
not
great.
love this experience live.
Yeah, it's so good. He does it. Admittedly, he does it really good. It's just that studio version sucks.
Yeah,
because it's so boring. Anyway, yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody was great. Moving into I Write Sins. I thought I Write Sins was really good.
yeah.
On this one, again, this is where I think the falsetto flourish is actually fine because it wasn't too long sustained, like out of place. It felt fine. Thought it was a good,
like, it's kind of at a place that makes sense. Like, that part already hangs on. So I think just like taking that moment to just kind of be like, haha, I can do this. And that's okay. Like, it's forgivable. It's still kind of one of those, like, don't kill your darlings kind of thing. But I mean, he kind of took it and slapped it in the face a little bit. But sometimes.
Yeah, he sort of like made it a little bit more like his style.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Like, it wasn't bad. I liked it.
Yeah.
And then ends with Victorious, which again, I think Victorious is a much better song live than it is album. And this is proving that point. I thought this was a really fun ending. So a good ending for the show there. Yeah, that was All My Friends Were Glorious, and it was mostly shit.
Yeah.
There were like really 4 songs in there that I really did enjoy, and then the rest of them were shit.
Yeah. I mean, the middle of the medley. So the medley is the only difference between Martyrdom and Suicide is press coverage, Kamisato, and But It's Better If You Do. So like the little bit of Kamisato is pretty okay, but hold on real quick. My wife is here.
Oh, my wife, your wife. Anyway, going back to it, shit live album there. Moving on to the other one. Live in Chicago, which was recorded during the Honda Civic Tour in 2008.
So many people.
I also went to the Honda Civic Tour. This was in May. They came to Promo West Pavilion in Columbus in May, and I went to the Honda Civic Tour there. It was Panic as a headliner, the Hush Sound, Motion City soundtrack, Death Cab for Cutie, and the Phantom Planet as the supporting acts, which is when I fell in love with all of those bands. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, they recorded this one obviously in Chicago. They were in Chicago for 2 days on May 23rd and May 24th. I can't remember which one. I don't think it says which one they recorded. That, but yeah, it was so the Honda Civic Tour was a different headliner with different supporting acts every year. It went from 2001 to 2018, and then it went away for a while. Um, and apparently came back in 2022, but I don't know. There were only like a couple of dates, but yeah. Um, but yeah, so um, Adam, since you're
I
gonna piss people off, what do you think on this album? Whoa, okay. Just get jerked off by a ghost or something? And it's fucking.
Yeah, no, sorry. Carrie came back. I didn't know what else to do.
Oh God. Oh God.
um,
We get it. You're freaks.
I don't think half the people on here get it. What do you how do you feel about this?
I like it. I don't mind it. It's pretty good.
I think like the thing for me that would have helped is I had never seen this tour live nor listened to it really until a couple of days ago. I think I tried to like dabble with it because right, like we do the podcast, so should listen to it a little bit. I think there is like a battle of charisma that happens in this that I think really helps me realize a lot of things maybe that I hadn't been able to realize before, right? I don't know, and if I listen to the Young Veins, it would probably help me a little bit. I don't know how I feel about hearing Ryan Ross's not studio album voice.
I'm okay. I'm gonna say something kind of controversial. And people are gonna be upset with me about this. I don't fucking care. I've said worse things. I don't like Ryan's voice live.
Yeah.
It's not like he kind of sounds like he's just and I made this note specifically on 9 in the afternoon. But he has this habit of like just kind of yelling in the background during his parts. And it's very, very noticeable. And he does this thing where when he's talking, he puts on this very, very put on deep guy voice, and he's like, it's like very like he's trying to have a stage presence, and it doesn't quite work. And that is the one thing that Boyd does have on him, is that he does have stage presence, where Brian, I think, does not have that much stage presence. And I think, yeah, he's not that. I don't think he's that great of a live singer.
No, I don't either. And like everybody hates for a while, and probably indefinitely, depending on who you are, me, like hates the sound of their own voice.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, what I hear when I have headphones on is similar to what I hear when I hear Ryan Ross's voice speak. While like mine, I can actually feel in my throat has a deeper pitch to it because I can actually feel it reverberate. It doesn't sound like it should come from that guy. Like that voice does not fit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think he's like putting on a kind of a thing.
Yeah. He's trying to not give bottom energy. And instead what it really does is like enhance the bottom energy.
Yeah. I see that. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. He's not great. Like that's the thing. Like I don't like. Again, I like it generally, but I think that it's just like I think he's better off as just kind of like the writer, instrumental guy, background vocals on the studio album. I think, and you know what? That may be mean, but I do not care. Anyway, Live in Chicago starts. It also has 21 tracks, but the last 4 are like alternate studio versions of Pretty Odd songs, so we won't talk about those. There are 17 live tracks. So starts out with We're So Starving. It goes about you how you expect. Pretty good. Going into 9 in the afternoon, which is fine. This is where Ryan starts like yelling in the background during his parts. I do like there's a part where they come in for the, you know, that part. It's like where they do the da 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 da, and they do the da da da's. The band does.
Yes.
I like that a lot, to the point where I kind of wish it was in the normal song. I wish they had done that for the normal song. I think that's really fun.
I think what helps this, like, wake the juxtaposition between this and what we just talked about is incredibly evident when it comes to actually just like natural fun, as opposed to kind of like, are you having fun? Because that's incredibly what All My Friends Were Glorious feels like. Like, and this is just like, hey, let's kind of hang out. We had an album come out, and we're just gonna like introduce songs, and just kind of fuck around and have a good time. But yeah, that does really stand out here.
Yeah, it's just before they like broke down, like they were just friends having fun on stage. It feels like so. Yeah, like that a lot. It goes into, but it's better if you do. And the extra guitar in this is fucking peak. I love the extra guitar because there's like this like really kooky 70s like Scooby-Doo rhythm guitar in there, and then they do like some electric wails in there, and then there's like a guitar solo towards the end. Really fucking good. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Like it's nice listening to these songs in the way that they're intended to be played live.
Yeah, 100%.
Like that does also really give this the push that I think that it needs for me, because again, like Ryan Ross is not, I'm not even going to say that Brendan Urie is my favorite. I have no favorite Panic at the Disco Beatle, if you will, but like listening to these songs in the way the band intended, without the weirdness that came later, like all of this actually feels genuine. All of this actually feels like it was a choice, like a driven choice.
Yeah.
I like listening to Brendan sing these old songs in the way that Brendan should have continued to sing these songs also works. So like between the music that's played and how it's played, like no weird fucking scratchy or DJ interstitials. It's just played honestly.
Yeah, agreed. We move into Kamisado from But It's Better If You Do. What I will say is that the harmonies between Brendan and Ryan on the older Fever songs do add a lot to the Fever songs, even if I don't quite dig, right? Because I think Boyd like balances it when he sings. As like when he takes the lead in the songs, I think the harmonies help out a lot here. I wish that even Ryan did more harmonizing on the chorus for Kamisado.
Yes.
And then the screech he does during the Decorate Emergency part would have been something completely different in 2021.
Yes.
Like it's crazy because it's like, it feels like his voice was like not as developed then. And so he couldn't do like the weird high pitched stuff that he's doing. And so like, that's why he shows it off so much. Cause like, look where I am and look what I can do. Cause I'm so cool. So yeah, that was funny and kind of weird, but, we move on to Kamisado. Don't have any notes about She's a Handsome Woman, I should say. Don't have any notes about that.
Yeah.
It was fine. Move on to the only difference between Martyrdom and Suicide is press coverage. This was kind of when I noticed that they kind of started leaning into making the Fever songs kind of like more poppy.
A little bit.
Not exactly like it, but kind of drifting. They've kind of like dripped a little bit of the Pretty Odd style into them.
Right.
The intro to Martyrdom is very pronounced in that way, and I kind of dig it. At the end of this track, you get fucking Spencer Smith on the mic. Let's go. Yeah. And he's there to kind of like talk about Behind the Sea and how Ryan is going to sing it. This is when I noted that like Ryan always feels like he's putting on some like fake deep man voice. Behind the Sea was fine. I
do like the timely introductions, like really this time, like time stamping where this is in history, as if listening to this in 2025 and Ryan Ross being there isn't enough. But like, hey, we're going to play a song off of our new album now. It's like, oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. And I like when they all get on the mic and like introduce each other later too.
Yeah.
From Behind the Sea, they move into the line is the most fun a girl can have without taking her clothes off. Again, nothing too different there. I didn't make any notes about it. It was fine. I constantly thank God for Esteban. The slow intro, the slow rearrangement of the beginning. It doesn't beat the original for me, but the vibe is very, very cool.
It is. It feels good.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense to me. The screech, like the Stay Where I Can See You screech in this one is not quite as good as the emergency one. Not a big fan of it, but it is what it is. We move on from Esteban into That Green Gentleman. They add this like gospel organ to the chorus of it, and I love that. It really kind of like adds to the depth of the song quite a bit.
I love like Brendan Urie, what feels like him trying to find himself perform these songs.
Yeah, I think that is absolutely what it is for sure.
And it feels good here because listening to this, you know, he's not reached his villain era.
He's absolutely trying to reach his villain era, but he has not gotten there yet.
Like this is like if you just had the story of the Joker before he were the Joker, and not even like Arthur Fleck, who was like a piece of shit, but like you just have a guy who's just inevitably someday going to have a bad day. And
yeah.
Like,
oh. Yeah. So we move on from
That Green
Gentleman to there's the good reason these tables are numbered, honey. You just haven't thought of it yet. Good version. I don't have many notes. I will say, asking a Panic at the Disco audience if they know what jazz hands are, extremely funny.
Yes.
Extreme comedy.
It did feel good to like finally see where that came from, because I'm pretty sure this was like one of those things that either cycled Vine or TikTok for a long time, and I'm like, where the fuck is this from?
Yeah.
And then when Ryan Ross like finally gets around to the jazz hands,
like, hands.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Do you guys like jazz?
Well, see, that's the trajectory. That's the trajectory for all of it, because Brendan Urie obviously really fucking did.
Yeah. We go from tables into Folkin' Around. Folkin' Around was good. It was fine. Yeah. No notes about that. Moving to I Write Sins Not Tragedies. The opening is extremely weird. Like, I like it, but the guitar and the keys are just not what I expect out of I Write Sins. No. It was very interesting. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I have the video now playing also like side by side with a Zencaster here, and it's incredibly hilarious that he's doing this in these little yellow sunglasses.
He also says rationality, right? He says rationality, not rationality.
Well, you know, he has a lot of poise at that point, I guess.
Yeah. He's also, he's really obsessed with that fucking screech when he goes high. So we go from I Write Sins into Northern Downpour. There's a moment like in the song he says I love you in the middle of like an ad lib, and I could do without that, but I think that might just be me being overprotective of the song. They also kind of changed the ending with add a guitar at the end, and it's kind of cool, but again, I just prefer the original too much.
Sure. I am really like kicking myself in the ass for not having the ability to see this. Like, just this era, right? Because seeing young cute Brendan be young cute twink Brendan, and the demon that he became is like seeing two very separate people.
Yeah.
It's almost like the uncanny thing where you look in the mirror today and then you go to look at a yearbook from your high school, like in the year that you graduated, and you're like, oh, these are two very different people. And it's for the best that they are, but like in this case, it really fucking wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So we go from Northern Downpour into Time to Dance. They did kind of acoustic, and it goes pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm having this kind of realization now. I feel like Ryan probably had to explain what aubergine was to Brendan at some point during the writing of this song, because he says it so weird that it's like that man didn't know what an aubergine was before he recorded this album. Yeah. And the little guitar interlude they did before Pasta Shovel, when they like introduced the band members, is really cute. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I like when they do that. Speaking of Pasta Shovel, it's Pas de Cheval. It's Pas de Cheval, not Pas de Cheval.
Oh, okay.
It's not Pas. It's the S is silent. It's Pas de Cheval because Ryan says it. It's Pas de Cheval, not Pas de Cheval. Pause. I'm just saying the same thing over and over. You know,
that's fine.
You don't pronounce the S in Pa. Pas de Shovel.
Pas de Shovel.
Pas de Shovel. And from there, go ahead.
I like the feeling of a band like being a band, which I understand is like
fun.
Like it's you lose that when you just have a touring band.
Yeah,
where it's like you spend
guy.
Yeah, like you spend tons of months together, like doing this and having fun, but like then they fuck off for like 6 to 7 months out of the year. And sure, you keep in contact, but it's like the same way that you keep in contact with like a relative and you text them every 2 days and you're like, are you alive?
Yeah.
And even I don't text my relatives every 2 days, so I fucked up. But like here, you actually get the camaraderie that you would want from a band.
Mm-hmm.
Like to this day, aside from Nicole Rowe, who was a great bassist and also incredibly fucking attractive, who then went on to be the bassist for Incubus, I'm not going to tell you the other one's names. And I know that people have told us their names. I'm sorry, I'm not going to remember. Like they don't have a standout characteristic to me. I understand the other guitarist was a little bit of a cutie, but he's kind of like the cutie on the same level where it's like, yeah, you're cute, but I'll never remember your name. Which is like a weird thing to say, but like when it comes to just a touring band and they don't have any actual presence with the band, I don't know what I can expect from my memory.
Sure. Yeah. I feel that quite a lot. They closed the show with Mad as Rabbits. Don't really have any notes on Mad as Rabbits. It was very fun. It is what Mad as Rabbits probably should have been. The ending, though, because it's their last song, they add the na 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 hey goodbye at the end, which I thought was really fun.
It's such like a millennial thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It just feels like incredibly Mighty Ducks to me for some reason.
But yeah, that's it for Live in Chicago. Again, we have some studio alternate versions of Do You Know What I'm Seeing, Behind the Sea. She Had the World, and the Piano Knows Something I Don't Know, also included in the album, but those are not live tracks. Like I said, they're studio tracks. Yeah. Overall, good one.
At the end of this, Brendan throws a guitar and doesn't even look like he wants to commit to it. He's like, this is going to cost me money, but I have to do it.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to throw a guitar either. Like, God.
He kind of goes and doubles down on it, but the first one he's like,
So those are the live albums. How do you feel overall?
I feel, like I said, like I feel like I would have loved to have been able to just see that tour, the Live in Denver tour, the Pretty Odd tour, that would have been cool to see the band.
Yeah.
And as much as like I have my qualms with Ryan Ross's speaking or live singing voice, I know in that moment and in that setting, I wouldn't have gave a single shit.
Yeah.
Like I can judge it because I'm listening to it through headphones in an office, not really having like a this is a cool vibe kind of experience, just like fucking loathing being at work. But like that wasn't the cause for my feelings over those two things, but I just know that like it's a very different thing. And in comparison, I still think this is a better time than listening to the hour and 30 minutes that All My Friends Were Glorious are.
Yeah. Yeah. I just wish, like, I don't know, I just wish he would have recorded a different show for All My Friends Are Glorious, because, like, I know that was a good show. I had a really good time at that show, and I feel like I would not have had a great time at this one because it's, like, not it.
No. But, like, going to the Pray for the Wicked tour, it seemed to be closer to that in a way, but still not necessarily. Shit, I can't even say that. Like, the performances I still remember being better, but like when he does that screechy shit and you're in an audience, you're still just like, brother, ugh.
Brother, ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, not having the moving out cover in that tour is kind of feels bad.
Yeah.
That's the one that like I optimistically like wish that he would have done a studio recording for, but then I remember that the studio recording for Bohemian Rhapsody exists.
Yeah, it's just like I'll just enjoy what I have, you know. It probably wouldn't be better than this.
Like if you want the heartbreaking thing, the fucking strange thing is we went to this concert 3 months before we got the call about Carrie's dad going to the hospital. And like, so it's one of those things that like when the Facebook memories pop up, it's kind of like BT and like not BT, like AT, like BT and AT. I'm not trying to do like a Death Stranding thing here, but it does do that. So it's like before Terrence and after Terrence. Like it's,
yeah.
And like the interest, shit, that's not it. The T-Mobile Arena in Kansas City is actually really fucking cool. Like it's huge. Mm-hmm. And across the street is KC Live, which is like a block party almost, really. I mean, you've got on the floor or on the ground floor is a stage where a band plays every now and then, or like they just have a DJ up there, but then like it's lined with bars and eateries. And when we went, upstairs was a dueling piano bar. So like after the concert was over, we went over to that and actually had like just continue to have a good time. Like this is one of the first times that I had really ever taken an Uber or something like that. So I was like, let's just kind of go and have fun.
Yeah, why not?
Grand old time.
Grand old time.
Like, do you... I don't want to ask somebody if they miss going to see live music, obviously, as my heart remains broken for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, like, with the trajectory of how Brennan Urie continued to perform and likely would have just kept performing, do you miss live Brennan Urie? Or do you think that you're kind of good?
To an extent, I suppose. I think I saw Panic so many fucking times in all of its iterations for the most part. So I think at this point I'm like content with that. I don't know. I'd be curious to see him, like, if he comes back one day, not as Panic, but just like this is Brendan Urie's solo album. It is what it says on the tin. I'd be interested in checking out like what live Brendan sounds like now. But otherwise, like I don't feel like I missed any boats. Like I feel like I'm content with like how many times I saw them and him, and yeah, I feel good about it.
Yeah,
What about you?
I don't know. Like it's tough because like listening to live in Chicago, I'd love to go back to that era of the music that I loved rather than this new era where it's now this mixture of like love like hate or like love like dislike hate, which is what it's more of a mixture of, and less of the love even. So I don't know, like unless after When We Were Young, they just surprisingly are like, hey, we're getting the fuck back together for one more. Or like
I would definitely go see that.
yes, absolutely. Like I would
I
go to
would.
that, but I don't think if Panic at the Disco didn't stop performing in 2023 and continue to make music, that I'd be signing on for more of those live shows. Like I would for the sake of this podcast and being able for us to talk about it. But I wouldn't be like, oh man, I gotta fucking see this. Like this is gonna be a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be less enthusiastic to go see Brendan Urie the solo act.
Yeah.
I would be very enthusiastic to see Reunion for sure.
Yes. Yeah. Like I'd hate to go see it. Like I said for this podcast, like I'd hate to go see it in a way that feels like an assignment or a chore rather than just like pure excitement.
Yeah.
Because right, like the Viva Las Vengeance tour came and went from Kansas City, and I was still just like, I think I'm good. Like I don't really need to go see these live. It's cool that he played it all in order. That's a cool concept that I love when bands do on tours. But with this album, I don't think I needed that.
Yeah.
I do still miss Boyd. Like I will say I do miss Boyd.
Yeah, I do. There's something I don't know. There is something about going to a Panic. Like again, 'cause Panic was my favorite band for such a long time, and it's like, well, you know. So there is like a comfort to it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We had a lot of good times, and again, I had my fill.
Oh yeah, doing all of them for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I just like even we felt this during the Pray for the Wicked tour, but like we were going and we went without kids, and we were the minority of people that we could actually see of people that didn't have kids. And it's like I know my kids wouldn't give a shit about Panic at the Disco. Like even when we were talking to them about All American Rejects, they're like, I don't really know if I know their music. Like, really fucking do. Like we've listened to it in the car and so on. But so like I know that they wouldn't even care to go, but then I'd go and feel like the old man, right? Like which is fine, but like, I'm not gonna let that keep me back. But at that point, you're also not doing the songs that us old people really want you to do, or you're not doing them as often.
Yeah. Yeah. It's best to leave the memories alone.
In a house.
In a house. Well, that's it for that, friends. Thank you for joining us. Again, season finale of season 7 next week, or I don't know, maybe some weird shit will happen like it has been the last couple of times. We'll have to skip a week. Who can say at this point?
Yeah.
Next week, though, yeah, life be life. And next week, though, we do begin our ranking of every single Panic at the Disco song. If you would like, yeah, wait, what?
Thought makes me want to piss my pants.
Yeah, sure fucking does. If you would like to rank with us, email us at thediscopod@gmail.com, and I will send you the Word doc that has all of the songs on it so you can rank it yourself. We are using I'm using, to make it like easy on myself, there's a website called PubMeeple. That is PUBMEEPLE.com. And they have a thing on there that there's like a bunch of like games you can generate and stuff. But one of their things is they have a ranking engine. where what it'll do is you enter in your list of things. And then it'll kind of make you choose, like, do you prefer this or that? And it'll give you like this or that, and it'll like make you like help you compare songs. And at the end, it feeds you your list. So what I'm doing is I'm using that as a base, and then I'm looking at it and fine tuning it to see if it's like, is this accurate, and kind of going from there. But that's the website that we're using to rank our stuff to make it a little bit easier. The list again is 112 songs. Say that one.
Did you save your list on that website?
Yes. Well, I haven't.
Lists have a link.
No, you can't see my list.
Well,
make your own fucking list, you goddamn diva. What the fuck are you doing? It's not hard. Just paste the Adam Hilton.
Do you have to copy and paste 112?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Adam fucking I almost used your middle name. Adam, I swear to fucking God, Control A, Control C, click in the box, Control V. You're fucking done. Are you goddamn kidding me? No.
Okay, so you can put the whole 112.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's what I asked. Damn it. All right.
You are a fucking moron.
I am. It's fine. You love me. We'll continue this.
I don't think I do.
I think you do. That's why we continue to be here.
God damn. Wow.
Because the love you buy.
Paste. I'm not done yet. Paste the whole list in the fucking box. It says text entry. Enter items here. Multiple lines allowed. As long as you just copy the list as it is, just paste it in there.
Well, do you want to email me the list?
I'm gonna stab you in the fucking neck. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.